Today we're going to be doing the live demo behind the scenes of Passion.io, as well as revealing a lot of features that that I wouldn't say I've been hiding from you intentionally, but a lot of people don't know they exist. So I'm going to really help you with some of the things. If you're already a member of Passion.io, then I'll be showing you features that will really help you increase the efficiency and effectiveness of your app. If you are not yet a member of Passion.io, then I'll be giving you, this will serve as a behind the scenes demo of not only what you can build with Passion, but also how you build it. So it's really, really exciting. I've been looking forward to this all day. In fact, so much so, and I've forgotten to put the lights on so you guys can actually see me. Hello, everybody. I see a bunch of you dialing in right now. Give us a hashtag live in the comments so I know who you are. Tell me, where are you in the world? Where are you dialing in from? Very, very curious to see. Thank you for tuning in. I'm seeing a bunch of you, which is amazing. So cool. So cool. Yeah, so as I was saying, today what we're going to be covering is, first I'm going to tell you why Passion is so important, whether you're a member or not. Second of all, I'm going to be showing you what you can actually build with Passion. And third of all, I'm going to be showing you how to build it. Okay, so and showing those hidden features that most people do not know exist. Barb from Washington, very cool. I love that. You guys, do me a quick favor. I want to ask you a couple of questions. So the first question I have is, are you a member of Passion.io already? Okay, are you a Passion fighter already? Let me know in the comments and give me a letter Y if you are a member of Passion.io, and give me a letter N if you are not a member of Passion.io. Okay, so a Y if you are a member of Passion.io, and a letter N if you are not a member of Passion.io. Barb is a member, very, very cool. Tipper is a member, Leah is a member. I recognize you guys. Give us a letter Y if you are a member, and an N if you are not a member of Passion.io, you guys. Andrew is a member, Angela is a member, very, very cool. Do me a favor, those of you who are members, I know that a lot of you have been looking forward to this in the community, but our calendars get busy and we forget things, right? Do me a favor, Carl as well, how you doing? Carl's not yet a member, very cool. Angela, Andrew, Leah, all of you guys who are not yet members, do me a favor and go into the Passion Fighters community or the expert community, or the Expert Niche Challenge community, and just tag anyone who you who you know to be looking forward to this, okay? Because there is a lot of people who've been looking forward to it. Maybe they don't know it's happening right now. In fact, you don't even have to go there. If you can tag their name in the comments here, that would be amazing. Just put like an @ tag the person's name from the community who's been looking forward to this. That would be amazing. So a bunch of you guys who are already members of Passion, which is amazing. For those of you who are not, this is going to serve as a demo, show you behind the scenes of what you can build with Passion, why it's so important to do so, and then how you build it, which is very, very cool. And for those of you who are members, I'm going to be showing you some features that most people don't know exist and can make your app much more effective. Now, as ever, this is a Q&A session. It's live, so put your comments, your questions in the Q&A box. Okay. Bruce says he can hear me, although it stops and goes. Already a member, although I haven't really started yet in Venice, Italy. Very cool, Bruce. Sorry that it's breaking up. Everything seems to be working on my end. Yeah, let me know. Let anyone else who's experiencing issues, just let me know. Erica says, I was but left, as it seems no history of building apps for mindset coaches. Well, Erica, that's certainly changed. We have a ton of mindset people in the community. Thank you, Leah, for tagging Laura and Linda. You all start with L, apparently. Leah, Laura, Linda. Nice. Okay, perfect, you guys. So if you are a member of the Passion, just do me a favor, give me a number 1 in the comments if you have launched an app, and give me a number 2 if you have not launched an app. In fact, whether you're a member or not, okay? If you've launched an app, give me a number 1. If you have not launched an app, give me a number 2, so I know who I'm speaking to, okay? If you have launched an app, number 1. If you have not launched an app, number 2, please. While that's going, because there's a little bit of a delay on this, I'm curious for those of you who have not launched an app. So if you put a number 2 because you've not launched, I want to know, how serious are you about launching an app? Okay. So Carl, I see you have not yet launched an app. I want to know how serious you are about it on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being deadly serious and 1 being just thinking about it. Leah says almost there. Very cool. So Leah, Erica, and Carl, for you guys and anyone else watching who has not yet launched an app, let me know on a scale of 1 to 10, okay? And Laura, on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious are you about launching an app, okay? 10 being super serious, 1 being not really serious about it. Carl is an 11. I love that, you guys. I gave rules, right? And 10 was the maximum, but I'm gonna let you off, Carl. Okay, you guys, so while you're doing that, thanks for giving me that overview, because this is live. I want to react to you guys in real time. I'm going to give you an overview of what we're going to cover today, and then we're going to jump into it. So first of all, I'm going to explain, first of all, why is Passion.io so groundbreaking? And what I mean by that is when I share what we're doing with investors, with advisors, with people who are thinking about joining the team, with people who write for blogs and press and things like that, people are surprised that this hasn't been done before. And some are like, wow, that's amazing, finally it's been done. And some are like, are you sure that hasn't been done before? And look, don't get me wrong, people have tried to solve this problem, but I'm going to explain to you why what we're doing at Passion.io is actually really groundbreaking and why that's important for you, okay? So that's the first thing I'm going to do. The second thing I'm going to do is actually show you 2 apps that have been built on our platform. I'm going to take my phone, share the screen with you here on Facebook, and I'm going to show you some apps that have been built on our platform so you can see how it all works and how beautiful it really can be. And third of all, I'm going to show you the platform that you would use to build that. Now, if you're already a member, as a bunch of you guys are, I'm going to show you inside the platform a ton of features that maybe you don't know exist and how to use them. And if you are not yet a member, you'll learn how simple it can be to drag and drop an app together. So for those of you just signing in, I'd like to know who's here watching. So give us a hashtag live if you've not yet done so. If you've not yet commented, give us a hashtag live. And and anyone, if you've not yet told me where you're tuning in from in the world, just put the city, the name of the city, the closest city to you, or the city that you're situated in. Leah is a finance professional. It's not my passion, but I'd invest. Great concept. Really enjoyed this journey. Really enjoying this journey. Fantastic, Leah. That's excellent. So let me know, hashtag live if you're here watching, and let me know which city is the closest city to you so I know where you are in the world. It's really nice to see so many of you tuning in. It's so cool, you guys. Let's jump into it. Why is Passion.io so groundbreaking? Tammy is from Tampa, Florida. Love that. Houston, Texas. Norwich. Norwich is lovely. I've been to Tampa as well, actually, not been to Houston yet. Never been to Texas yet. Adam's in London. Used to live there. Used to live in Oval, near Kennington. All right, guys, let's jump into why Passion.io is so groundbreaking and why that is important for you. The first thing is you're going to have to cast your mind back about 10 years, okay? Erica, I'm going to come to your question in a second, all right? Cast your mind back about 10 years. If you wanted to launch a website 10 years ago, most likely what you would have to do is go to an agency who built websites, someone who knew how to code, and ask them, hey, please, can you build this website? And they would say, okay, what do you want? And you'd say, yeah, I want an image on the top. I want it to be able to show my calendar, maybe take bookings for calls. I want to display the menu of my restaurant, maybe. I want it to have my contact information, whatever, right? They would charge you minimum 5K, usually more, like 20K, 30K, whatever. And then you would pay it, and then you would get a website 3-4 months later. If you wanted to update that website, you would have to contact them again and say, hey, I want to update my phone number. Can you do this for me? And they would say, yeah, that's going to be another $500 or $1,000, and it'll take a week. And you say, okay. So with websites, if you think back to those times, it's just crazy, right? Like WordPress started the revolution, and then others, Wix, Squarespace, have come along and done really good things for that industry. And now all of us know, if you want a website, you just go to one of these websites and you just drag and drop what you want together, right? If you want to create an e-commerce store, you would go to Shopify. If you want to create a blog, you might go to WordPress. If you want to create a really beautiful landing page, you might go to Lead Pages or one of these, right? So there's all these different tools on the market on the web. And then, of course, X number of years ago, it's evolving all the time. Apps became more and more important in our daily life, right? All of a sudden, you've got companies like Uber who revolutionized the way we get cars places. You have Airbnb revolutionizing the way we travel. You have Netflix revolutionizing the way we watch TV, and all of it is app-based, right? So apps become more and more and more important. And so, of course, a bunch of bright people around the world get this idea. Well, website builders exist, right? You used to have to pay many thousands of dollars for a website. Now you can do it for free on a lot of these platforms very quickly and easily. Why don't we build app builders, right? That was like a logical next step. Now, I don't know if you can mention a single app builder other than Passion.io. You probably can't. Now, I will tell you that there are thousands of them, right? Or at least hundreds. There's a lot of them out there. Why haven't they done, why is there no Wix? Why is there no Squarespace? Like huge company doing app building. I'll tell you, they focused on the wrong use case. That's the first mistake they made. They thought, well, let's allow restaurants to create an app. Let's allow a local florist to create an app. Let's allow everyone to create an app. So they focused on a use case that people don't actually use apps for. If I want to learn something about a local restaurant, I don't download their app, do I? Like, of course not. A one-time transaction is done on a website. What you use an app for, if you think about how you use apps, it's for multiple transactions, right? Where you want to go back to this app multiple times. So the first thing is they focused on the wrong use case. They went and did things that are designed for one-time transactions. And the second thing they did is try to go too broad, right? They thought, like, you can build any kind of app on our platform. And of course, the thing with apps is there's a huge amount of functionality that can exist within an app. And therefore, if you try and do everything, then you basically do nothing well. And that's the problem. That's the issue that they faced, these two things. So Passion came along and said, you know what, let's rethink this. Why do people use apps? They use apps for things where they want to come back and do that time and time again. What are those? There's utilities. So things like booking a car, booking a holiday, watching TV, watching YouTube, whatever it is. You use things like any utility that you're going to use over and over again. The second is entertainment. Okay, so actually Netflix and YouTube are in that category. The third is self-improvement, right? Things like meditation, things like fitness, things like yoga, things like learning a language, Duolingo, Babbel, all of these things. And the fourth is games, right? Games, super complicated to build, and entertainment and utility, or entertainment, let's say, is not, but utility, really complex to build. Uber is a many thousand person organization to create such a complex app. So actually the use cases why people really use apps is education and, or let's say self-improvement and entertainment. So education and inspiration or entertainment. So these two use cases is what you can do with Passion. And because we focused on, number one, why they use apps, but number two, why people use apps, but number two, we've just focused on that. If you want to build a game, don't come to us. If you want to build an app for your restaurant, don't come to us. If you want to build an app that educates, inspires, and sells, come to us, right? So because we've been specific, we've been able to create something that's truly groundbreaking, okay? Now, that's why Passion is so important. Why is it important to you? Because if you are an expert, if you're a coach, if you're a tutor, if you're someone who wants to actually impact people, then you don't want to build an online course or something that people can use on their computer, right? Because the reality is people are using every day their phone. That's the thing that they want to use when they want to go back to something time and time again. And they don't open websites on their phone, right? If you're going to use Facebook on your phone, do you go to facebook.com or do you download the app and use that? Of course, you use the app. So if you're an expert, a coach, a teacher, a tutor, anyone who wants to have impact on someone improving themselves, then you want to have your own app. And really, this is the best platform on the market by far to do so. That's why it's important for you. Now, let's jump into the next section here, which is, yes. And one more thing to mention here. We launched, so about a year and a half ago, beginning of 2019, yeah, a year and a half ago now, we said, you know what, guys, I've got an idea. I am going to not open Passion.io to the world because we can't handle many thousands of people right now. And it was a very new thing. What we did is we just did events online and offline, and anyone who was eager enough to show up to the event and stick around till the end, we then gave them an offer to join Passion.io, okay? And we, through that process, have acquired around 1,000 experts, just over 1,000 experts using our platform every day, okay? Building their apps, creating apps, no code, drag and drop, super easy. So we acquired these 1,000 people. Between those 1,000 people, they have 150,000 high paying clients. 150,000, okay? Well, paying clients, not all of them high paying, but a lot of them are, because that's the model we teach. So you have 150,000 paying clients for 1,000 experts on our platform. And now what happened a week ago is finally we're scalable enough and we're ready as a team to actually launch this to the world, okay? And now we're really giving out the opportunity for anyone to go to Passion.io, to sign up, build an app, create an app in minutes, okay? It's very, very exciting. So Nancy, yes, there absolutely is a way to promote your app if you don't have a big following. I'm going to come into that a little bit later on. Sunny is on day 12 of the Expert Unleashed Challenge. Not giving up, passionately Sunny. P.S. Thank you, Dan Harvey. Very cool. You guys, this is an absolute pleasure. If you have not yet engaged in the chat, just let me know where you are in the world, because I see a bunch more of you have logged in the last 5 minutes or so. Just put in the comments one word, which city are you either in or closest to, just so I know where you are in the world, okay? So that's where we're at. And so what I'm going to do right now is jump into 2 apps that have been built on our platform, show you some features. If you're already a member of Passion, this is going to show you what you can build and some features that you might not be aware of that's going to make your app more effective and impactful. And if you are not yet a member of Passion, you're going to see what you can build on this amazing platform. All right. So I'm going to share my screen with you right now. This is a nice, hope this works. It's a nice little fancy thing that Zoom let you do, where you can actually share the screen of your phone. All right, you should be able to see that now. So what I'm going to do, you guys, this is the home screen of my phone. This is in real time, and I'm going to show you exactly how these apps work. And I'm going to show you 2 apps. One is Passion Fighters, one is Badass Body X Fitness. Now, Passion Fighters is the app we built on our platform and that we use to educate our customers. And Badass Body X is the app that it's a fitness app, okay, that's been built on our platform as well. So if we now open up the Passion app, the Passion Fighters app, the first thing you see is the home screen, right? So Passion Fighters, how to create an app in minutes. So it shows you exactly what you're going to get out of downloading this app. There's a call to action, get started now. It shows you what you're going to get. Nice picture of me there. Passion has helped over 1,000 experts, impact over 150,000 lives, and how to create an app in minutes, right? And it's free because it's a free like starter lesson on how to do it. Then if you go to learn, then you see all of the different content that's available inside this app, okay? Now I'm just going to go, these are all different programs, and you see the how to use Passion.io says 0 out of 54, which means I've completed 0 out of 54 lessons. Then you've got Expert Unleashed, 2 out of 36. I've done 2 out of 36 lessons. So let's just jump into the Expert Unleashed challenge, okay? This is a program that we built, and this is going to answer your question. Somebody who asked earlier, it was Nancy, if I don't have a big following, is there a way to promote the app? And I see a bunch of you guys telling me where you're from. That's great. Switzerland, Colombia, Dawn's from Rutland. I know we spoke before. That's really cool. Nice. So this is the program that we've built that shows you step by step in just 30 days how to create and launch an app that sells. All right. And it's broken down into 4 weeks because it's a 30-day challenge. And there's something called the final countdown with the last couple of days in there. Okay. So, and again, this is built on our platform. So you go into this here, and each part is made up, or inside each part is multiple lessons. The first cool feature I want to show you, do you see where it says download all of part 1? And then there's these little download icons on the right-hand side. And there's even where it says meet your success manager, there's even a little tick here with a cloud. That means that all of this content is available to download offline. Okay, isn't that cool? So that means that as a user of one of these apps, so if you build an app on our platform, your users can use this app offline. They can download the content like you can on Netflix or Spotify or any of these things, and they can watch it on a flight. They can watch it if they've got no internet. They can watch it anywhere in the world, okay? Anytime. So with one touch, they can download the content, which is really, really cool. And then inside one lesson, I'll just show you here. I've got, in this case, a video at the top, some text, which I was playing around with. I made it black. It actually should be white, but I was playing around just before this. And then there's a PDF at the bottom as well. So if I open this PDF, my Wi-Fi isn't super good here, so give it a second, you guys. There you go. So you got this PDF here that you can then that your users can then download. You got the video at the top, which is of course is downloadable offline, and it's really, really cool. Okay, and then each day, what I do, let's just go into, for example, day 15 of the challenge. What I always do is I have a video at the top. I then have the title, which is Mission 15. Then I have the worksheet, and then I have the ability to share and nominate in the Facebook community. And now this is the first tip or trick for you guys who are building an app. If there's any if there's any feature that our platform doesn't have that you would like, for example, here you can see there's a worksheet I want people to fill in, but we don't have a worksheet feature yet on the platform, which is completely fine, because all you do is you create a hyperlink. It says click here. I see it's a bit blurry on the Facebook stream, sorry for that. And then it takes you out to an external tool. And in this case, I've used Typeform, which is very good for worksheets or surveys. And then, you know, I clicked that and people don't even really know they've left the app, right? So essentially they still feel like they're in your app and they can go through this worksheet, okay? So that's the first app I'm going to show you guys. That's Passion Fighters, which was built on our platform. We've had over 1,000 experts go through this process, and the feedback of the app is phenomenal. And you see it looks really nice. It works really smooth. It's got all the features that it needs, and it's really cool. So now I'm opening up this fitness app, and you can see completely different color scheme. There's actually no sales page here because I've bought all of the content already. And then you can, but you see the structure of the app is similar, right? Because it's based on a template that works. So then you log in, and here you got very different content all of a sudden, right? You got all of these different fitness programs, fuel, etc., right? I'm going to jump into, for example, this one, stage 2. There's 154 workouts in here. I've done 6 of them. I need to improve, I think. If I go into, for example, I don't know, day 5, then you can see you can have a lesson similar to what I created in the Passion Fighters app. So if you open up a lesson, then you could have a video on the top, you could have text underneath. That's always the case when you demo something, right? It doesn't load. So let's go back into this, stage 2, day 5. So you can build a lesson similar to what I just showed you inside Passion Fighters app, but what you can also build is something called a sequence. Now, a sequence is really cool because you can show a series of exercises one after the other, okay? I'll show you this. You know what, for some reason, maybe I need to update this app. So another cool thing you get with Passion is unlimited downloads, unlimited updates, sorry. So I probably need to update that app, which is why it was loading. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you instead on the computer, on the desktop version, because another cool thing with Passion is every single native app, you also get a desktop or a web app with it as well for free, okay? So a couple of questions here. Ant says, does the app get advertised under your own name after creating? Yes. As you see, these apps are completely branded themselves. So Badass Body X it doesn't say Passion.io, right? It's a Badass Body X app. Susie says, I would really like to do this on Facebook. How are you presenting your phone on the screen, Dan? Number 1, Susie, you need a pro Zoom account where you can run a webinar and share it to Facebook. Number 2, you then click share screen and you share your screen, your phone screen. Leah, I love Typeform, plan to incorporate it into my product, into my app. Very cool, nice. Laura's been creating her app today and it's a really easy process and you get clear step-by-step guidance. Thank you very much, Laura. It's lovely to hear. Okay, you guys, so after I've shown you that, what I want to know is on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very excited and 1 being not very excited, how excited are you to create and launch your very own app like this, okay? So using the templates, using the guidance that I've just shown you, how excited would you be to have an app in your name that looks like that has that sort of design, that has that sort of functionality, that has impact on, yeah, the Passion Fighters app. Over 1,000 people have been on there, have been through that process. With the Badass Body X app, I think it's over 20,000 people have been on that right now. So it's very exciting. Melly is a 10, which is really cool. Melly, I saw you in the community. I see you going through the Expert Unleashed challenge right now, and you've been absolutely crushing it. Well done. Very, very cool stuff. Bruce is an 8, Nancy is a 10, Adam is a 7, Laura, Eugene, and Perita are all 10s. Craig is a 9.98, and I really appreciate the specificity there, Craig. All right, cool, you guys. So where are we adding in different prices? I'll answer that in a second, Brittany. Fred is a 10. Want to see more how it works? I'm going to show you that in a second, which is very cool. Anth is excited, a 10, and ready, 5. Erica is a 10. Okay, you guys, that's very, very cool. I'm excited to show you how easy it is to build an app like this. If you're already a member, I'm going to show you some really cool features that you may not be aware of, and just some really cool tips and tricks on how to use the platform. If you are a member, or if you are not a member, I will show you how easy it is to build an app like this, drag and drop without writing any code whatsoever, without being techie. It's super, super simple. Tammy says, my app is going great. Would like to know how to incorporate the Typeform part. I do have a Typeform account already. Okay, Tammy, I can show you that in a second as well. It's very cool. Okay, let's see here. So, one more question in the chat for me right now. If you have done the Expert Unleashed challenge, give me a Y in the chat. If you have not done the Expert Unleashed challenge, give me an N, okay? A Y if you've done the challenge, and an N if you have not done the challenge, please. If you do that for me. And then for those of you who give me a Y, so Dawn has given me a Y, which is fantastic. For those of you who've given me a Y, what I would like you to also do is I'm going to ask you to give me a number, okay? And this number is either going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4. And this number, I would like you to tell me what sort of revenue it generated, or what sort of revenue you generated when you went through this process, okay? 0 means you made $0, zero money, okay? 1 means you made up to 1,000. 2 means you made up to 2,000. 3 means you made up to 5,000. And 4 means you made over $5,000, okay? So for those of you who've finished it, I see a bunch of you in progress, which is really cool. So again, those numbers, if you made 0, but after you finished it, not if you're still in progress, you made $0. 1 if you made up to 1,000. 2 if you made 2,000 plus. 3 if you made up to 5,000. And 4 if you made 5,000 plus, okay? Dawn says around 1,000, but could have made more. Angela made between 2 and 5,000, which is very, very cool. Davey made around 1,000. Bob made, what is that? Between 1 and 2,000. Tammy made between 2 and 5,000. Very cool. Brittany made around 1,000 or up to 1,000. Leah's in the process. Tipper made less than 1. Craig hasn't done it yet. Okay. Very, very cool, you guys. So for those of you watching who don't know what the Expert Niche Challenge is, it's a 30-day process, step by step, that all of these people here have followed, that shows you not only how to get your first high-paying clients and generate the sort of money that these wonderful people have been able to generate, but also shows you how to turn those clients into insights, right? You're helping them, but you're also learning from them what they want, right? You turn it into insights, and then those insights you turn into your profitable app. Okay, that's the process. So you first get your clients, you help them, and as you learn what they need, you productize that, you build it into your app. We show you how to do this, and then that app goes on to do well for you. Okay, that's the whole goal with this process. Laura's made 1,729 GBP so far. That's very specific as well. It's about $2,000, I think, actually, which is very, very cool. Congrats, Laura. Okay, you guys, so that's what it is, and I'm going to show you the platform on which you build your app now. Okay, so let me just jump in right here. I'm going to share my screen with you again, but this time I'm going to share the computer screen. So the first thing I want to show you is the web version of the app, right? I just showed you these apps on my phone, but what's really cool with Passion is that when you build your app, it automatically gets generated into a web app like this, right? I don't have to build this separately. It's the same exact thing. Remember I showed you the Expert Unleashed Challenge? Here it is. Remember I showed you, I think I went into day 15, didn't I? Here it is. I only build this once, and yet here it is in real time. Isn't that cool? So, and all the worksheets and everything is there. And also, you see here how I've got 3 things ticked off. And I think maybe some more. No, those 3 things ticked off. That is also reflected in the app. So it like tracks my progress through the native app on my phone, and also the web app here on the computer. Here is the fitness example that I just showed you. If I go into this, I can show you the sequence thing. I'm just going to log in with an account here that has access to the content. So give me 1 second. I believe, yes, I have access to the content here. So if I go in and then I can go to day 5, as I was showing you, I can have, yeah, a lesson like this that has like a video and whatever, as I showed you before. Let me just move that out of the way. There you go. But here's a sequence, right? A sequence is really cool because you have a whole bunch of things in this sequence. Now for fitness, this is like, you know, inchworms, rest, American swings, rest, chest passes, rest. But in cooking, this could be chop the onions, fry the onions, etc. Right? It's just a sequence of things that you want to show your user how to do. You can have, first of all, here an instruction video. So you can actually show them in a video how to do this particular thing. So this right here is yeah, an instruction video of how to do whatever. There you go. So once I know how to do all of these movements, you can add these videos as you like. The user then clicks start, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it goes into a sequence. Now again, for fitness, it could work as you're seeing here, but for cooking, it could work. Chop the onions. Okay, chopped. Now you click next and you go on. Up here at the top, we have a looped video, which looks really, really cool. And so that's just one rep that Christmas, who's the model here in this video, Christmas does one rep of this intro at the top, and then bang, the platform just loops the whole video for her. It puts a timer on so people know how long it takes them. And then they click next and it takes a second rest. And that's a countdown because the platform we predetermined, we want it to be 15 seconds. We allow the user to pause that in case they've got to go off and do something, but then they click play again, and then it takes them, gives them a little beep, you may have heard that, and it takes them into the next thing, which is American swings. And anytime they have any issues with how to do this and they want more detail, they can just click that little icon again, and then they get the full instruction of how to do it. When you can have voiceover, music, whatever you like, okay? It's really, really cool, and this works on the web and it works on the native app as well. Now, all of this 2 years ago would have cost you at least 60 grand to build. I can tell you that because the first app we built it from scratch. It cost us 60 grand. It took 11 months. It was a real pain. For you guys, luckily you get to skip all of that pain. You get to go straight to the pleasure and you get to build it on our platform. So here it is, you guys. I'm logged in with the user, with our internal user here. So it's the user that built the Passion Fighters app. And you can see the app name, Passion Fighters. So I just jump into the Passion Fighters app. And it's super simple, right? You see here, name of your app. So I type in the name. Your app URL. So I type in the URL, passionfighters.passion.io. I have a summary of my app. And there's always here, there's always an explainer if you don't know exactly what to do, and quite often a link to a video or something that shows you how to do it. App icon. Again, it shows you, for example, the dimensions that you need, and you just upload it, right? It's super, super easy. Then comes the pricing section. You can say what you want to be included in the app, which products. I'll show you how to create a product in a second. You can charge nothing if you like for your content. You can also charge a one-time fee. You can charge a monthly subscription. If you have a monthly subscription of, let's say, I don't know, $9.99, and it goes in your local currency, you can have a free trial period of, let's say, 14 days, right? It's really, really cool, super easy to use. Then you choose the theme, and you can have a preset theme like one of these, or you can individualize each color, like select an individual color, as we have there. And you see a nice preview of the app. Then comes the welcome screen, the first thing people see when they come to log in here. They click login or sign up. Then comes the sales page, and you always have a nice preview of the app, right? So you know exactly what you're building. It's drag and drop. So every one of these features here, I just dragged in from the left. For example, this one here says Passion has helped over 1,000 experts. That right there is just a hero image. I just drag it in like that, click edit. I can change the text like hello, and I can also upload an image, whatever image I like in the background, right? Super, super simple. Passion products is where you then build your product. Now I'm going to answer some of the questions that you guys had here about like, how do you use Typeform in there, for example. So let's go into the Expert Unleashed Challenge, which is the product I showed you in the end user app, right? And there's some cool things here, like you have edit mode and preview mode. So if you're in preview mode, you're using it as though you're a user. If you're in edit mode, you can change it, right? You can just type in whatever you want. So I'm going to go into preview mode, and I can also look at what it looks like on a phone and also look at what it looks like on desktop. Okay, so you see both views with the click of a button. Really cool stuff. Then let's go into, again, we were on day 15, weren't we? So let's go into week 3, day 15. Now I'm in the lesson, right? And if I want to edit this lesson, just go into edit mode here, and I can just, let's say I want to add an image to this lesson, drag and drop the image, and put it wherever I like in the lesson, height at the top or whatever. And then I just upload the image, super simple, right? Very, very easy stuff. For the text here, and this for you guys, if you want to add like any features that are not yet there, what I do is I would type in, click here to fill in my leaderboard, right? Let's say you want to have a leaderboard. There's tons of tools online to create a leaderboard, super easy. And all you do is write that out and then click on this button here, which is actually a hyperlink button. And then you just put in the link to whatever your thing is, right? Leaderboard.com or whatever it is, right? And then that's as simple as that. Now, when people are in your app, click here to fill in my leaderboard. Super simple, right? When they're in the app, they won't even know they've left the app, but it's going to work super easy for you, okay? And yeah, and that's really as simple as it is, you guys. I can also show you if I would like to add a sequence like that fitness one that I just showed you on here. I can just click the little plus symbol here. I can put in the name, like test. I can put it in a summary. I can say I want it to be a sequence, and I can click add, and then I'll just dive into that, and I can add a timed exercise or a non-timed one. Let's add in a timed one, for example. And again, it's a preview of what it's going to look like, and I can just upload. Let's say fry the onion, right? And you want them to fry it for 60 seconds. You can upload an image, easy, or you can upload an instruction video. You can upload that playback looped video at the top. Once you've done that, you click save, and then you get a list of them like this. The cool thing about Passion as well is you can clone anything in here. So if you just want to create another fry the onion, you just click clone, and it just clones everything, videos, image, text, whatever you like, right? If you want to clone, let me just delete that so people don't get confused. If you want to clone a whole lesson, right, with everything inside, you can clone it. If you want to clone a whole section, you can clone it. You guys, if you want to clone an entire product, like the Expert Unleashed Challenge, I want to create another one. Click here, I can clone the entire product, okay? It's super, super simple to use. Everything is drag and drop. Super easy, stupid easy, all right? Okay, on the Facebook chat, let me just open this one up on my other screen here. Here we go, cool. Let me see if you guys have any questions. How can I add my voice during videos? What I would suggest, Tammy, for using your voice is two things. If you would like to use your voice in a regular lesson, like let's say this one here, and inside an introduction lesson like this one, I've just uploaded a regular video here, and you can maybe hear it's got audio on the video, right? And the audio just plays, super easy. If you would like to play audio inside your workout, right? So let's say inside a sequence, then two things you can do. One is you can create like a Spotify playlist and then tell people at the beginning, play this in the background. And then they just click play on Spotify, they come back to their sequence and they're working out to the music. The other thing that you can do is in your instruction video, which is, again, it's like this one here. And inside, if I show you inside again, right? So if it's looped, it would loop your voice as well. So we don't have audio on this, but if you want to give people audio, you could then take okay. So hopefully that answered your question. Melly says, can I upload high-res videos of 20 minutes? Yes, you absolutely can. The platform is really, I'm just going to go off this so it's not distracting. The platform is really, really cool, Melly, in that if you upload a really high resolution video and the user has like not very much internet connection, the platform will automatically downgrade the quality in order to allow this person to stream it effectively. So it's going to work perfectly for you, Melly. Okay. Adam's looking for demo apps for nutrition. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I know we have a lot. I'm just not very good with names. Adam, maybe you can tell me exactly what features you're thinking of adding that you'd like to know how to add. Okay, let's see what other questions we've got. Very cool. Leah says, the skills I've learned through the Expert Unleashed Challenge are invaluable to me. That's the other thing, you guys. It's like you get the outcome, but you get the skills. That's like invaluable. You'll never go broke investing in yourself. It's so cool. Can you add a thumbnail to the video? Yes, Carl. What you do is it basically takes the first second, something in the first second. So literally just make sure whatever you want to be the thumbnail is the first second of the video. All right. Brittany says, I've made money, but I've got some great coaching along the way. That was way more valuable to me. Very cool. Tammy said, my voice cut off. Yeah. So you can have audio on the instruction video, Tammy. Okay, is what I'm saying. You can have audio on the instruction video. So for you guys watching this right now, let me know in the comments. I see a bunch of you watching, so you're not going to get away without typing this. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being I can definitely do this with my existing skill set, and 1 being I need to be born in the matrix to build an app on this platform. Give me a score in the comments right now. 10 being like I can definitely do this. I'm capable of using these features. I can click around here and I can clone things. And I can do what I've just been shown. 10 being that. 1 being like, no way, I can't do this, Dan. I need to hire a developer to work on this platform for me. I'm really curious. I want to know, you know, how this is going to work for you. So let me know in the comments. 10, super easy. I can definitely do it. 1 being tough. I don't know if I can do it. All right. Let me know in the Facebook chat. Now there's a bit of a delay, so I'm going to wait. Melly says 10, which is so awesome. Very cool. Eugene says 10. Oh, yes. That's what I love, you guys. We've built this platform to work for you, so I love that you can do it. Jenny is a 10. Craig is 9.9888. I love it, Craig. Karen's a 10. Nancy's a 9. Dawn's a 10, and I have. Yes, Dawn. Dawn shares amazing content on Facebook, by the way. If you are 40 plus and you live in the Rutland area, or remind me of the area it is, Dawn, but Dawn puts out amazing content on 40 plus women, how to get in shape, and the community she's built is amazing. I love what Dawn is doing. Parita's a 10, Erica's a 10. I love this, you guys. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you 2 more really cool things inside this platform. If you are not yet a member and you want to get started, by the way, you can go to Passion.io, click build an app on the top right-hand corner, and we'll show you how to do it. Oakham. Yes, I remember, Dawn. Oakham. Cool. So 2 more features I'm going to show you guys real quick. It's really, really simple stuff. The first is Passion Metrics. Now, I have to be a bit careful here because I don't want to show any private data of people. So I've just slightly made my screen smaller. And there is a lot of data in here because this is inside our account and we have many users, so it will take a second to load. But the really cool thing about Passion Metrics is it shows you all of the data about how many users you've got, how many active subscriptions you've got, how many active users in the last 30 days, how many completed in-app activities in the last 30 days. You can search for, I think I can probably show you. There you go. This is one of my test accounts, daniel@dandan.com. And you can change the status here of their subscription. So you can activate their subscription. If they have an active subscription, you can also cancel their subscription. You can filter by whether they came through internal payment gateways or external, like an in-app purchase or an external one. You can filter by their subscription type, whether they've canceled. You can do all sorts of stuff, and you can also download the CSV. You can see here, I told you over 1,000. I'm now seeing over 2,700 people have downloaded this app, over 1,130 active subscribers. So you can see I'm telling you guys the truth here. Active users in the last 30 days, 350. You know, the fact that a third of our users have been active in the last 30 days for apps is huge, you guys, absolutely huge. Most apps, it's like 5–10%. And completed in-app activities, this is the number I'm most proud of. 41,000, that means lessons or sequences completed. In our case, it's just lessons, right? 41,000, that means on average, each person has done 41 lessons inside this app. That's the sort of impact that you can have when you have your own app. People want to use these things. Is this making sense to you guys? Okay, and the last one is Passion messaging. So what's really cool, I'm gonna make my screen bigger again. Okay, here it is. What's really cool about Passion messaging is that you can send push notifications, okay? So if I wanna say enough excuses, get started with your free trial now, I can just fill in some easy fields here, right? Like the title here, I can fill in the text here. And what's really cool is, so we're going to add more functionality soon, but so here it says, who should be sent this notification? Users who sign up but didn't subscribe. So if they create an account, like I just showed you, we have like 4,000 people who created an account, but only 1,100 who purchased. That means that, those 3,000 people, we want to convert them into paying users, right? So what we can do is we can choose when, but I chose 24 hours later, we send a push notification that says enough excuses, don't make excuses, get started with your free trial now. I can turn it on or off, and I can click update, and it's super, super simple. We're also adding very soon new audiences. So when someone completes a lesson, you can send a specific push notification, etc. Right? Different actions, right? So at the moment it just opens the app, but soon we'll be able to open a certain lesson or something like that. Is this making sense to you guys? What's going on in the chat? If you have questions. Can we automate emails for people who are falling behind or are doing great? So at the moment, it's going to be push notifications for that, but very soon as well, we can do email integration. Another cool thing about Passion, if you, I mean, Melly might know this because I know, Melly, you're a member of Passion. What we do is we want to know what you guys want on this platform. Like all of these features, like the push notifications, like, for example, how to clone content, delete content, move things around. It's all come from suggestions from you, okay? We've got over 1,000 of you telling us what you want on this platform, and we prioritize the things that you want. And so, Melly, go to our platform Canny, where we take suggestions. If you don't know about it, someone will send you a link. Someone will send a link to Melly. Yeah, and let us know exactly what you want on the platform, which in your case seems to be email notifications, all right? Very, very exciting. So, you guys, that's how to use the platform. I've shown you those things there. I'm just checking my little agenda here if there are any other things I needed and wanted to cover. You guys, if this is making sense, I want to know if this is making sense to you guys. Give us a letter Y in the comments if this is making sense. And if it's not, give us an N, okay? Y if this is making sense to you guys, and an N if it's not. And if it's not making sense, then give me some feedback. Let me know what you want me to cover, okay? And any more questions as well, post them in the chat right now. I'm here live to answer your questions. Laura says, different prices for different programs, please. I can tell you, Laura, that is in scope right now, which means we're currently scoping how to do it. We're absolutely building that. Now, we never promise timelines because we never know how long things will truly take to build. But we've seen that it's one of the most requested features, therefore we're building it. We're right now scoping exactly how to do it for you guys in the most effective way. This is making sense, it seems like. Very nice, I'm very glad. For those of you, if you're not yet a member of Passion, you can just go to Passion.io. You can get started, click in the top right-hand corner, build an app, and you can, right away, you can choose your app name, make sure it's available in the App Store. That's a super important part, because then you can lock it in and make sure no one else can get your app name. And you can build, you can go ahead. And what we're doing for a limited time only is, first of all, we're giving access to the Expert Unleashed Challenge to everyone who joins. Now, that's that 30-day process I mentioned earlier on that shows you how to launch your app, because the most important thing is showing you step-by-step how to be successful, right? If you can launch an app, great, but if it's not successful, it's not very helpful to you. So we created a 30-day step-by-step process to do that. And we're including that for everyone who joins. And the second thing is we identified that really when you get started, you really want to know immediately how do I use this platform, right? How is this platform going to work for me? And so we employed 2 people whose full-time job is to onboard you and do a phone call with you and ask you, like, what do you want to do with the platform, and give you advice on how to do it. They're wonderful people. And as soon as you join, there's a screen that shows you their calendar. You can book a call within a handful of days, like 2-3 days. It's the weekend right now, so it'll be maybe Monday, Tuesday. You can book a call. You can at a time that works for you in your time zone, and you can have a 1-hour call with a member of my team who shows you exactly how this platform works and how it'll work for you. So we're not going to include that in the future, but for this first launch, which is running till July 2nd, so I don't know what that is, about a week, we're including that as a bonus for everyone who joins. Does that sound good? Cool. All right, let's get into questions here. Carl says, levels of membership, account upgrades. I have a beginner's course at one price and an advanced course at another price. Is that possible in the app? Carl, that is a very good question. It's exactly what Laura was just asking about. We are building that feature right now. It's going to be launched soon. The ability to charge different amounts for different programs within the app. What is currently available, because I can see Fred is asking this, you can create as many programs as you like, okay? Unlimited programs right now. But there's only free content and paid content, okay? So you can give away content for free, and then at some point you can say, hey, you need to upgrade to view the rest of the content, but they're the only 2 tiers currently. In the future, what we're gonna have very soon, in fact, because we're building it, is the ability to charge different amounts for different parts of your app. Does that sound good? Cool. Jenny says, would like to have my 6-week high ticket program in my app as well as my $20 membership subscription, but I don't want members to have access to the high ticket. Is this going to be an option to lock subscribers out of? Also, I love the app so far, unreal, making sense. Very cool, Jenny. How are you doing? I've seen your progress as well. It's very, very exciting. The answer is the same, actually. It's this multiple pricing option. I love the fact you're all asking for the same feature, because it means it's going to really solve a problem for a lot of you. You will be able to have your $20 membership subscription and your high ticket members in different sections of your app very, very soon, okay? Craig is asking, on a high level, what is the process to get your Android app launched? That's a very good question, Craig. I will answer it right now. To get your Android app launched, you get your own, it's called a developer account. Now, a developer account is just like, in order to launch an app, you need an account with Android, with Google, right? And you also need one with Apple. For the Apple one, we take care of it. We've got one account that we use for all you guys. For Google, we can't do it like that with them. So we need to have one for each of you. You need to set up this account. It costs $25 for lifetime. You never have to pay anything again. $25. And then what you do, and we give you a step-by-step tutorial, like we show you on literally on like click by click, how to give us as Passion access to your developer account, so that when you update something in Passion.io, it automatically updates in your Android app, okay? You can update anytime in real time. You can add lessons, remove lessons, and it connects to your Android app, to your Apple app, to your web app all at once. It's really, really cool. And that's how it works. If you have questions about that, we also have a dedicated member of the team who's working on that exact thing, Craig. You can contact instructor@passion.io, and someone will reply to you with exactly how to do that. That will be Georgie, most likely, because she's working on that. Also, Magdalena's working on that. So we've got actually 2 people working on it. All right. Leah says, can we upload videos over 20 minutes? The answer is yes. Like anything, uploading videos to like anything, the longer they are, the bigger they are, the longer it will take, right? But otherwise, yes. And if you are uploading a big video, do not, click off the tab, like cross off the tab, whatever, like just leave it uploading, all right? Because otherwise it might not work. Simone, if I am clear, I can only select one price at the moment. That's correct, Simone. And we're building that you can choose multiple prices in the future. How does payout work when they subscribe on Apple? Tammy says, very good question. There's a form to fill in. We have a help center. So if you go to our platform on the bottom right-hand corner, Tammy, there's a little question mark. And whatever you type in there, it will offer you up help center articles. If you type in payouts, it will give you the answer to this question. And essentially you fill in a form with your payment information like PayPal or bank transfer, and we send you the money every 30 days that we collect from Apple on your behalf from your subscribers, okay? Tipper says, how do we remove the Passion logo on the sign-up page to our own logo? So that inside the platform is the in-app logo on the sign-up page. Yeah, that's the in-app logo for authentic. Yeah, this one. Let me show you it. I'm going to share my screen again real quick. 1 second. Where is it? Here it is. Share screen, desktop 2, boom, boom, boom. Okay, here it is. Here. So if I want to upload a logo, I think what you're talking about is the logo that's usually up there, right? I can maybe show you it on here. Yeah, I can show you on here. Sorry, forgetting where I'm going. Yeah, you're talking about this logo up here, right? That usually says Passion.io, but you want to upload it to your own one. Well, what you can do, go to Basics, and here where it says Logo for Authentication screen, and it also shows you how you should do it here, the dimensions. I recommend a transparent logo because you just saw that it goes over the background video or the background image. So a transparent logo is really cool, and you just upload it there and it goes there. Does that answer your question? Hopefully it does, let me know. I see a bunch more of you guys asking questions, so I'm going to get through these real quick for you. Let's see here. That's what I'm waiting for, Dawn says. Very cool. I'm so glad. Okay, so for now I charge myself and send them the inside link with free access. Yes, well, that's what I would do, Simone. For now, I would take payment on the web, wherever you're taking payment, and then you can give them access, okay, using Passion metrics as I just showed you. Melly, if we want to upload videos that are longer than 20 minutes in high res, what should we do? Just upload them, Melly. It should be fine. If you're having a specific issue, let me know. But yeah, it should be absolutely fine. Okay. There is no 20-minute limit. It's just that we recommend not trying to upload huge videos because it takes a long time, right? But there is no 20-minute limit specifically. Brittany, have you started working on adding music into a sequence? It's awkwardly quiet. What I would do right now is, so the answer is no. And the reason why the answer is no, Brittany, is because whenever we think about doing a feature, we always think, can we solve this in another way, right? Can you as the expert solve it in another way? And there's a real amazing and easy way to solve it, which is create a Spotify playlist, okay? Get a link to that playlist and add it in a lesson directly before your sequence. So the lesson could be start the music, go into the lesson, click on the link to the playlist and play music. Why is that important? Because Spotify pay royalties to the musicians who create the music. If you add music to your app, it has to be royalty-free music, and there's a very limited amount of royalty-free music, and it's not so good. So just tell them to play that Spotify playlist and it'll work super well. Yeah, Brittany said that she's uploaded 26-minute video just fine. So yeah, should work fine. Vivian's live but got here late. Don't worry, Vivian. It's all recorded. You can watch it again. Multiple languages, will this be on the works soon? Vivian, specifically which part of the platform would you like to be in a different language? Because you create most of the content, right? There's only a few buttons here or there that would be predefined as in English. So I'm curious, which buttons, which parts would you like to be in English, Vivian? Let me know. Yeah, exactly. Simone told Brittany as well. You can use Spotify. Okay, let's see. Davey says, I'm curious with the apps that got launched and made 6 figures within weeks. Did they have a big following? Did they advertise in certain places other than Facebook ads? And where is best to advertise? First thing, Davey, is anything that makes a lot of money in a very short period of time. There's a number of reasons why this can happen, and it's usually a combination. Number one, they usually have a bit of a team, right, doing lots of things to get it promoted. Number two, they usually have some sort of following. And number three, they crack a really good product market fit. So they know exactly, they get exactly right what the market wants in terms of their product. And number four, they run paid ads, and usually paid ads are on Facebook and Instagram, okay? However, and that's within weeks, right? If you want to build a sustainable business, this is the path. The Expert Unleashed Challenge shows you how to get your first 10 clients and build a successful app with product market fit. Expert Freedom shows, which is the follow-on training, Davey, shows you how to get up to 100 clients who each pay $1,000 a year. What is $1,000 times 100 clients? $100,000 a year. That's the six-figure mark, but it's something that's going to come in over time, not within weeks, okay? And that's, a lot of, like, if there's gurus out there who will tell you a load of crap and try and sell to you anything, but that's the path. And I'm here to actually help you. That's the path. Then after the six figures, after that Expert Freedom, there's going to be a follow-on training, Expert Unlimited, that's going to show you how to go from 100 to 1,000 members. And that's where you can get into the 7-figure range, which we have cracked, but it takes a team and it takes time. All right. And I'll show you how to do it, but you have to build up to it. All right. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions, Davey, to that. Okay. A bit of a storm here, which is also leading to poor internet connection. I do apologize. Have a look. Anthony or Anth, how are you doing, my friend? Dan, is there a monthly subscription or is it a one-off payment? How does it work? Good question. If you go to Passion.io, click on pricing, you'll see that there's basically two different prices depending on what features you want. And the main difference is whether you have a lot of users on your app or not, right? So the more successful you get, you pay a bit more for the platform. I think that's fair, right? How does billing work? You'll see on there, you pay monthly between 97 and 297 US dollars, converted into whatever currency you're in. And you can also save 20% if you do annual billing, okay? You'll see it all on passion.io/pricing. Fred, if I have multiple programs on the app, can I charge for each one individually, or is that user pays a one-time or monthly access to the whole app? That's correct, Fred. At the moment, they get access to the whole app, but very soon that's the feature we're launching where you can sell multiple programs with different prices for individual people. All right. Let's see if there's other questions here. Okay, good. The button to sign up the hard-coded one. Some of my clients speak Spanish. Okay, Vivian, good question. Have you already requested it on Canny? It's not currently prioritized, which means it's not on the roadmap, and the roadmap is 3 months usually. So it probably won't be in the next 3 months, okay? But it could be, but enough people have to vote for it, okay? So if you haven't voted for it on Canny, then please do, okay, Vivian? Ant says, thanks, Dan. How is everyone not doing this? Well, they will be soon, Anthony. So, Anth, you need to get ahead of the crowd. Yeah, you're very welcome, though. Melly says, some of my audience will be in Colombia. Will the pricing feature support that? Yes, the pricing converts to the local currency of the user, which is really cool. So if you're in England, it'll be pounds. If you're in Europe, it'll be euros, etc. Nancy says, how do we advertise it? Is it through Instagram and Facebook ads? Nancy, in the Expert Unleashed Challenge, we show you how to leverage your existing network and following and free channels, organic advertising, where you do not pay a penny to advertise, to get your first 5 to 15 high-paying clients. There's a lot of people who are watching this live right now who show you, can tell you how that works and how it's worked for them. Then comes Expert Freedom, which is the follow-on training, and Expert Freedom shows you how to go into paid ads, yes, on Facebook and Instagram. All right. Brittany says, thanks, you're very welcome. Okay, now for those of you who finished Expert Unleashed Challenge already, I've got a little surprise and little treat for you. Expert Freedom is starting on Monday. We're all going to start together, okay? This Monday coming up, there's a Facebook group I'm going to run with just a handful of people, and you're only eligible to join if you have completed the Expert Unleashed Challenge, okay? If you haven't, don't worry, you're going to get Expert Freedom later. Expert Freedom only works for those who've completed Expert Unleashed, okay? We're starting together on Monday. and you have to join this private secret Facebook group. I posted a link to this inside the Passion Fighters group yesterday, so you'll see it in there. Go to the Passion Fighters group, click on the link to join the Expert Freedom group. Okay, so that's the follow-on training. Shows you how to go from the first 5 to 15 high-paying clients up to 100. It starts on Monday, and that's only for people who've finished the Expert Unleashed Challenge. If you are not yet a member of Passion, then I implore you, let's get going, right? Go to Passion.io, click on Build an App on the top. You've got those bonuses that are only available for this week that we're opening this up, which is that every single person who joins, regardless of what plan you're on, will get not 1, not 2, but 3 onboarding calls with a member of my team who really walks you through the process one by one, step by step. Has anyone actually, I'm curious, anyone here in the comments, let me know if you've had onboarding calls. If you have, give me a letter Y in the comments so I know if you've had onboarding calls, and then just give them a scale of 1 to 10. How helpful was it to get on a call with a member of my team who showed you the platform, asked you what you wanted to do with it, and showed you how it could work for you? So it's a letter Y if you've had a call already, and a scale of 1 to 10, how useful it was for you. Rachel had one, really, really cool. Getting a sore throat after speaking to you guys for an hour. But it's been a pleasure, and there's been a ton of you who've tuned in for the whole thing, which makes me very, very grateful. And I also see, by the way, that the connection hasn't been perfect. I think the weather is probably not helping here. Dawn's had 2 calls with our team and was very helpful. Cool. I'm very glad, Dawn. How is life, by the way? Hope you're very, very well. I see you sharing cool stuff on Facebook. Eugene has had calls and they were 10 out of 10 helpful. Craig's had calls and they were 10.9. That's above 10, Craig. That's awesome. Melly says 10, just wish it was recorded. Yeah, I get that. You can record it yourself, by the way, you guys, when you do them. But yeah, we don't record all of them. That's true. Vivian, yes, it was helpful. Rachel says, brilliant. Georgie was great. Nice. You're very welcome, Nancy. Oh, cool. Yeah, some people are at different points in the challenge on your call. That's good feedback, Leah. Thank you. Dawn's built her first pancake. You'll know what that means if you're in the challenge. If not, join the challenge and you'll find out. Okay, Anthony's coming on board. Love it. All right, you guys. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you so much for all the engagement. It's nice knowing I'm not speaking to myself. And yeah, if you have any more questions, feel free to post them in the comments. Feel free to contact our support team, which is instructor@passion.io. I will post that in the link in the thing right now. And you can go to passion.io, click on build an app to get started. You have to get started until whatever it is, 2nd of July, to get all these bonuses included. All right, you guys. Dan out. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you soon.